How's it going, people? I'm doing all right. Okay, wanted to try this beer out. Is it Chingu, something like that? I think that's Chinese. It's a black beer. What the heck? Give it a shot. I think it's time for a little DNC. I've been neglecting it. Those darn tracks are so much fun. DNC, once in a while. Oh. We'll find out. Ooh, that's tasty. Kind of different. Section 77 of the DNC. Revelation given to Joseph Smith, the prophet, at Hiram, Ohio, March 1832. An explanation of part of the Revelation of John, so this ought to be fun. Craziness is about to ensue, I think. All right. 1. Q. I think that's a question. Q period. All right. Question 1. Or verse 1. Question. What is the sea of glass spoken of by John? With Patmos. 4th chapter and 6th verse of the Revelation, which I haven't read in a spell. I've been through it though. Answer. It is the earth in its sanctified, immortal, and eternal state. Thank you for that. 2. What are we to understand by the 4 beasts spoken of in the same verse? Answer. They are figurative expressions. Oh, I thought they were real. Used by the Revelator, John, in describing heaven, the paradise of God, the happiness of man and of beasts. So there might be puppy heaven after all. Hey, there ought to be. If there's a heaven for anybody, dogs need one too. Sorry. What can I say? I love dogs. I mean, I don't get carried away or anything, but I'm darn fond of them. I don't have one right now, but I always borrow people's dog, you know. It's like, you know, I'm the one paying the dog all the attention, you know. Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. They're talking about the beasts being happy in heaven. And of creeping things. And of the fowls of the air. That which is spiritual, being in the likeness of that which is temporal. We can't imagine any other way. We only know what we know. And that which is temporal, in the likeness of that which is spiritual, that kind of goes without saying, but you said it anyway. the spirit of man in the likeness of his person. That's useful. So, you don't get them mixed up. And also the spirit of the beast. And every other creature which God has created. Shades of animism. Three. Q. Are the four beasts limited to individual beasts? Or do they represent classes or orders? These are great questions. A. They are limited to four individual beasts, which were shown to John to represent the glory of the classes of beings in their destined order or sphere of creation, in the enjoyment of their eternal felicity. Then reincarnation would probably make more sense, don't you think? I mean, come on. That's a lot of souls. They only get used once. Man, we better be dealing with Doctor Who physics, because heaven's going to be crowded. Or hell, or both. Probably just hell. Many might come close. It's still not making it. Right. 4. Q. What are we to understand by the eyes and wings which the beast had? Well, it's just like Ezekiel. That's all. If he borrowed Ezekiel and Daniel and imagery and some stuff from the Apocrypha, had a few hallucinations of his own. He probably had some magic mushrooms growing around Patmos at the time. Anyway, they are kosher, I think. Answer. Their eyes are a representation of light and knowledge. That is, they are full of knowledge or something. And their wings are a representation of power, to move, to act, etc. 5. Question. What are we to understand by the 24 elders spoken of by John? Answer. We are to understand that these elders whom John saw were elders who had been faithful in the work of the ministry and were dead, who belong to the 7 churches, and were then in the paradise of God already. 6. Question. What are we to understand by the book which John saw, which was sealed on the back with 7 seals? Answer. We are to understand that it contains the revealed will, mysteries, and the works of God, the hidden things of his economy concerning this earth during the 7,000 years of its continuance or its temporal existence. Seven. Question. What are we to understand by the 7 seals with which it was sealed? Answer. We are to understand that the first seal contains the things of the first 1,000 years, and the second also of the second 1,000 years, and so on until the 7th. Why didn't somebody get this information to David Koresh? I mean, their lives could have been saved. I mean, he was trying to figure this shit out, and it's already figured out right here. It's not funny. 7. Question. What are we to understand by the 7 seals with which it was sealed? 8. Question. What are we to understand by the 4 angels spoken of in the 7th chapter of the first verse of Revelation? I mean, you got your own prophet here. It's like, hey, just ignore all that shit. I'm a prophet. I'll tell you what you need to know. All right. Answer. We are to understand that they are 4 angels sent forth from God, to whom is given power over the 4 parts of the earth, to save life and to destroy. These are they who have the everlasting gospel to commit to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people, having power to shut up the heavens, to seal up unto life, or to cast down to the regions of darkness. Black beer. Pretty good. Black ale. Yeah, it's black beer. Surprisingly smooth. 9. Question. What are we to understand by the angel ascending from the east? Revelation 7th chapter and 2nd verse. Answer. We are to understand that the angel ascending from the east is he to whom is given the seal of the living God over the 12 tribes of Israel. Wherefore he crieth unto the 4 angels having the everlasting gospel saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, because that's human beings' job. Nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Creepy. It's the seal of God in their foreheads, so everybody gets a brand, you know. You take one mark, or you take the other. Man, people really are cattle, and if they need to be branded, wow. I mean, it's all right if it's an artistic expression. I'm not bagging on people that are into getting branded or anything else. All right, I gotta find my spot. 10. Question. What time are the things spoken of in this chapter to be accomplished? Answer. They are to be accomplished in the 6,000 years, that's hard to say, or the opening of the 6th seal. 6,000 years from where? Or are they talking about the world was created 6,000 years ago? Maybe that's what they meant. That's probably it. Alright. If it ain't so, it ought to be. 11. Question. What are we to understand by sealing the 144,000? Out of all the tribes of Israel, 12,000 out of every tribe. Answer. We are to understand that those who are sealed are high priests, ordained unto the holy order of God to administer the everlasting gospel. For they are they who are ordained out of every nation, kindred, tongue, and people, by the angels to whom is given power over the nations of the earth, to bring as many as will come to the church of the firstborn. 12. Question. What are we to understand by the sounding of the trumpets mentioned in the 8th chapter of Revelation? Answer. We are to understand that as God made the world in 6 days, spent a whole day on those human beings, and part of a day creating the universe. And on the 6th day, he finished his work and sanctified it, and also formed man out of the dust of the earth. Even so, in the beginning of the 7,000 years, will the Lord God sanctify the earth? Well, I guess that nails it down. They think the world's about 7,000 years old. Damn, science is so fucked up. They got it wrong. got to believe this shit instead. It's for your own good. Don't you want to be one of the firstborn? Even so, in the beginning of the 7,000 years will the Lord God sanctify the earth and complete the salvation of man, and judge all things, and shall redeem all things, except that which he hath not put into his power, when he shall have sealed all things unto the end of all things, and the sounding of the trumpets of the 7 angels are the preparing and finishing of his work. In the beginning of the 7,000 years, the preparing of the way before the time of his coming. 13. Question. When are the things to be accomplished which are written in the 9th chapter of Revelation? Answer. They are to be accomplished after the opening of the 7th seal, dumbass. Stands to reason. Anyone that had to ask that question. Come on. Alright. Before the coming of Christ, so that narrows it down, doesn't it? Wow, that's amazing. Oh, damn it. Alright, I better hurry up, I'm out of beer. 14. Question. What are we to understand by the little book which was eaten by John? Or maybe a magic mushroom? As mentioned in the 10th chapter of Revelation. Answer. We are to understand that it was a mission and an ordinance for him to gather the tribes of Israel. Behold, this is Elias, who, as it is written, must come and restore all things. 15. Question. What is to be understood by the 2 witnesses in the 11th chapter of Revelation? Yeah, really. Answer. They are 2 prophets that are to be raised up to the Jewish nation in the last days. At the time of the restoration, and to prophecy to the Jews after they are gathered and have built the city of Jerusalem, so get to it, in the land of their fathers. And that's it for 77. And, wow. I guess that was interesting. Sounded like a bunch of psychobabble to me, but maybe I'll review it when I'm editing it, and it'll make sense. Let me know if you learned something. I await your input. Peace the fuck out. And have a wonderful, whatever the fuck it is you're having, because if you don't, someone else will, you know. So get all you can while you can.